Can you read and write in English well, but still can't speak it? This is actually quite common. I will tell you why this occurs and what you can do to improve your English speaking. Most people who are learning English are not forced to actually use it in their everyday lives. Perhaps you learned English in school, but once you leave the school grounds, you no longer utilize it. Maybe you can even listen to people speaking in English and understand it brilliantly, but when it comes to speaking it, you are unable to form your own sentences quickly. Speaking a language and understanding a language are processed in two different parts of your brain. When we hear someone else speak English, our brain is able to understand some of the ideas being spoken, and then is able to infer exactly what the person means. For example, if someone was speaking to you and said, "The food that they served at the wedding was delicious," maybe the words that you were able to pick up were food, wedding, and delicious. Your brain is able to infer, by hearing these words, what the speaker meant. When you hear English spoken to you, your brain can easily access and remember vocabulary that has been stored in your brain. Even if it has been tucked away, once you hear it spoken, it is brought to light again. When you speak English, you are the one who has to formulate the words. You have to access the vocabulary and pull it from the corners of your brain to your tongue to be able to create sentences. Reading English is also easier than actually speaking it. The pronunciation of English sounds doesn't actually help either. English is not the most phonetic language, and therefore makes it trickier for those who are learning it. English also has a ton of idioms and phrasal verbs that are difficult to learn and are even harder to come up with on your own when you are speaking. So, what's the solution, you might say? The only way to get better at speaking English is to actually speak it out loud. You may ask how you can do this if you do not reside in an English-speaking country. There are actually a lot of ways that you can practice speaking English. And guess what? The more you do it, the better and more fluent you will get. Let's look at some great ways that you can practice speaking English. 1. Memorize song lyrics. A great way to practice speaking English is through music. Take a look at the lyrics to your favorite song. Memorize the lyrics. Remember, as you are memorizing the lyrics, say them over and over again, out loud. You can either practice speaking the lyrics or sing the song after you have learned the lyrics. I can tell you from experience, things that I have learned through song have stayed in my mind for years and years. I can remember TV commercial jingles or even phone numbers that were put to song. It is amazing what your brain can pull up later when you relate it to music. Number 2, talk with yourself throughout the day. As you are home, talk out loud to yourself in English. Ask yourself questions and make yourself give answers. Speak your thoughts out loud. As you are doing something at home, like cleaning the dishes and putting them in the dishwasher, say everything that you are doing out loud. You can say things like, I am walking down the hall, and I will grab a broom and then sweep the floor. The more you practice speaking out loud, the faster and more natural speaking will be to you. If this feels awkward to you at first, that is okay. It may take some time to get used to. Be patient with yourself. Set a goal and then use a timer for how many minutes you will practice speaking out loud to yourself while you're at home. Number 3, speak to an inanimate object. If it feels too strange for you to speak to yourself, use an inanimate object. If you have a doll or a stuffed animal at home, set it in front of you and speak to it. This may make you feel more comfortable to speak. You can also print a picture of a friend or a family member that makes you feel the most comfortable. Hang their picture on the wall and speak to them. The more you practice getting the words out, the faster you will notice that you start to speak. Number 4, record your own voice. I have found that recording your own voice speaking English is a great tool. Set a timer and speak out loud. You can start off with just 1 minute per day. Build up the time that you record your voice every day. After you are done recording yourself, listen to what you said. Try to spot your own mistakes that you have made when you are speaking. It seems less intimidating if you are your own judge. You can focus on checking your English grammar one day and then listening for how you pronounced the English words on another day. The goal of this activity is to really get yourself speaking out loud. If you are too shy, go in a room alone and do this. You can either use a voice recording app, or you can even record yourself speaking on a video. Number 5, learn how to rephrase what you want to say. Practice doing this at home. Sometimes, when speaking another language, we may get stuck and are unable to come up with the word that we are looking for. The best thing that you can do is learn how to phrase it in another way. For example, if you want to say, what time do we need to take the dog to the vet? But for some reason, you cannot remember the word vet. Try to find another way to say it. Maybe you can say, what time do we need to take the dog to the doctor? Or, what time do we need to take the dog to the animal hospital? People will understand what you are implying. You may even hear them say the word vet or veterinarian later in the discussion. Then you can add the word in your conversation with them. I hope that these tips will help you get the words out when you need to speak English. The more you practice anything, the better you get at it. Remember the first time you tried riding a bike? You were definitely not a pro at it. Now, you can get on a bike and ride it with ease because you have practiced. Be patient with yourself. Learning a language does not happen overnight. If you have found these tips helpful, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Click on the little bell down below if you would like to receive notifications when I upload new videos. You are all very brilliant. Keep learning English with me. See you on the next video. Ciao, Blavanitos!